My friends, countrymen, citizens, men of deeds.
The law is made by you. You are now the law for the living and the dead.
Our Father hangs like a yoke of torment round our necks. Today that curse belongs to us. Unhappiness, calamity, disgrace, shame. Now with the morning sun, a new day's pain. Brave Creon's proclamation. Do you know of it? Have you heard? Disgraces which better our enemies are now being piled upon the ones we love.
I've had no news at all, Antigone. Nothing good or bad about our family, not since we lost both our brothers. Killed on the same day by a double blow? What is it? The look on your face makes it seem as though you're thinking of some dark and gloomy news.
We had two brothers, both equal in our love, but now by proclamation, Creon honors one and shames the other. Antigone is buried with solemn rite and ceremony, but Polynices, by royal decree, is left unwept, unmourned, unburied, and left to feed the birds of prey that swoop and feast upon his naked body. To this place, brave Creon comes today to threaten us with public execution, death by stoning if we disobey a single word of his decree. His meaning, my sister, my own. The blood of Polynices runs in both our veins. Are you worthy of your birth?
What would you have me do?
What you must do. Join with me in burying our brother.
But it is forbidden by Creon's proclamation.
No edict can be stronger than our blood.
Think, see,
Remember our father.
Remember him died, repented his son, driven by guilt to tear up his heart. Remember his died, repented his son,
men. The rulers are now stronger than the ruled. We must obey the law, then seek forgiveness from the dead. What use of senseless acts of revolt?
No more. Be still. The moments pass when you can join with me. I will bury our brother, and I will welcome death in doing so. To rest beside my brother's corpse, his love embracing mine, I commit a crime against the laws of man. But you defy the gods. To please the living is a passing thing. In death, we dwell forever.
I must obey the law. It is too strong.
A weak excuse. My hands can lift the earth above my dead brother's body.
I am afraid.
I know.
For you.
Look to your own destiny. I will suffer mine.
I will tell no one of your plan, I promise.
Then I will hate you more than I do now. Go and shout it in the streets for all I care.
Your heart is hot to do cold deeds.
When my strength is gone, only then will I give up.
A vain attempt should not be made at all.
I'll hate you if you're going to talk that way, and you'll rightly earn the loathing of the dead. So leave me in my foolishness alone. We'll get through this fearful thing. I won't suffer anything as bad as a disgraceful death.
All right. If that is what you think right. But remember this, even though your mission makes no sense, your friends do truly love you.
Golden chariot! Radiant sun!
I am the golden day. Glory to the dawn's first light.
That burned the terror of the night!
That drove the Argon's armies fight!
From the 7 gates of Thebes!
Against our land he marched, sent here by the war claims of Polynices, with piercing screams, an eagle flying overhead, covered wings as white as snow.
Swooping, soaring, diving, plunging, mouth open wide, blood spears for teeth, circling the 7 gates of Thebes.
Zeus hates an arrogant, boasting tongue, seeing them march here in a mighty stream, in all their clanging golden cries. He hurled his fire and struck the man, up there, on our battlements, as he screamed aloud his victory.
Down, down, the mighty army fell, a burning eagle, circling, falling, twisting, trailing fire, blade and pitch, screaming vengeance, with voices thick with blood, splintered bodies, in the dust, stillness.
Vengeance from Zeus, the great war god. At 6 Theban gates, battles fought and won. But at the 7th, no victory. 2 brothers fought, tasted each other's blood, and shared a feast of death between them.
Victory! Victory!
Thebes filled with joy!
Dance through the night. War is dead.
Warwick is dead! Thebes filled with joy! Victory! Victory!
But here comes Creon, new king of our land. Thanks to the gods who brought about our new good fortune. What plan of action does he have in mind?
My friends, countrymen, citizens, men of Thebes. Our ship of state, though pounded hard by waves of war, has found safe harbor, thanks to the gods. Of all the citizens of Thebes, I have summoned you. I know you well. You have lived long and loyal. loyal to old King Laius in his time, loyal to King Oedipus throughout his reign. And whenever he died, each of you pledged unflinching loyalty to his two sons, Polynices and Antigone. Those two sons of Oedipus are dead. Brother murdered brother within a single hour. Now it is my turn to take up the crown, and with it, the power of the state. You think you know me well. No man can be known until he has tasted power. Power tests a man. So before you all I swear, never will I favor friendship above the welfare of the state. Never will I fear the righteous act. Never will I fail to listen to your honest wisdom. Our welfare is the welfare of the state. Let us now begin. Antigone, you died most nobly fighting for our city. You shall be buried with every right and honor. As for your so-called brother Polynices, who returned from exile to destroy our temples, break our laws, to drink the blood of those of us he cannot first enslave, for him this is my edict. None shall mourn his death. None will bury him. He shall lie unburied so that angry birds can peck his flesh and furious dogs can crack his bones to dust. This is the law.
The law is made by you. You are now the law for the living and the dead.
Remember that. Do not side with those who may oppose him. Money may corrupt a man and lead him to destruction.
No one is such a fool that he loves death.
Death would be the price you pay. Remember that.
You are
now the law, the living and the dead. The law is made by you.
My lord, I stand now breathless, but not from running here. My journey was a long road with many fits and starts and sit-downs. Many times I returned, yet my feet refused to move. And though they would not move, my mind raced on in double voices, both screams. One would attack me, "So down, you fool, you're running to your death." Yet I returned, and the other one would be just as vicious. If Creon hears your news from someone else, you'll end up just as dead. Fate has chosen to encircle me with that. So this is my only comfort, and here I stand.
Your terror does not interest me. I want to hear your news.
And I will tell it soon. But first, in my defense, I did not do it, and I did not see it done. So therefore, I am blameless.
Then why are you afraid? How bad could your news be?
The worst news I could tell.
Then say it fast. Your presence tired.
The body is buried. Well, not buried, but sprinkled with fine dust as if all rites and proper ceremonies have been performed on it.
Who would dare to do this? Tell me now.
I have no answer for you. We searched and searched, but found no sign, no tracks, no trace of beast or man. And then we searched each other. Every man was questioned hard and long. Suspicion made each man guilty, but no one man more guilty than the rest. Test me with fire. Let me hold a hot iron in my hand. The gods we swear by know I did not do it. Well, each man said in turn. And then one man stood to speak. He said, "We must go to Creon with this news." So we gambled, and I lost. So here I am, a messenger, doomed by the message he brings.
My lord, I've been wondering for some time now, could this act not be something from the gods?
Not one word more. Are you so old that time has petrified your brains? Why should the gods be mindful to a corpse whose living body brought an army here to destroy their temples, break their laws, and steal their treasures? Do you believe that the gods exalt the evil deeds of men? No. Not now, not ever. I see rebellion in this act. Disobedience, sedition, and revolt. Resistance to my just government and defiance of my power. And what's the cause of this? Money. Money is the root of this transgression. Who bribed you? Tell me now. For here and now I swear to the great God Zeus, you will find the man who did this crime, or I will hang you slowly, so that you swing and gasp and choke by inch until you confess the truth or learn by dying the cause of you to see.
You accuse man of wondrous treachery.
Fools sell their lives for money.
Great men know suspicion is not truth. Well, I'm alive, I think. Thank the gods, I'll run far from here, far past the city's gates. I pray the traitor's caught, but that I'll leave to fate.
Wonder is man. Wonder the path man cuts through the seas.
Through angry gray waves,
Violent and howling,
roaring and raging.
through towering waves capped white with foam.
Wonder.
Wonder is man. Wonder the fruit man brings from the earth. From harvest to harvest with mule team and plow. Season to season. Milking abundance from great goddess earth.
Wonder.
Wonder is man. Wonder the birdsman is nursing his nest. The horse he has yoked with hard rein and bit.
Man tames the hill lions.
Man tames not full. Man's cunning is fierce.
Wonder. Wonder is man. Wonder man's speech.
Man's thought and quick mind.
Man's passion for reason.
The cities he's built.
Nothing can stop man.
Disease man has vanquished. Death alone conquers all.
Wonder.
Wonder is man.
Wonder has power for evil or good.
And honors the gods. Seeks justice in law. And cities will prosper.
Wonder man's power for evil or good.
Betray the God's law.
Abuse sacred power. No friend will man find.
No place will he have, no wonder and exile.
Far from his city, far from warm fire, far from my spirit.
Far from my home.
Oh God, I pray my eyes don't hold to my soul. Or else the curse of Oedipus, the father, lives on in you. In you, Antigone. Tell us, did you break the law for your king?
She did.
Has your obsession led you down to madness?
It has. Where is the key?
Here comes the answer to your question.
You again. Is this the last time you will speak?
My lord, I kneel before you unfaithful to my oath. I swore I would never return again to face the power of your rage, yet I have proven myself a liar, and here I stand. But this I've learned. Joy sought is good, but joy sought on the back of people. Farewell. That joy feels so much better. Here I stand, and with me, here this girl. I saw her bearing colonizing fire.
Not possible.
I saw it.
She would not do it. There must be some mistake.
I saw her burying the body.
What body?
The corpse, the one you left unburied.
No.
Yes.
Tell me everything you saw, all of it.
I'll tell you all I know. I left here with terror beating in my brain. But as my duty bid me, I returned to see the body. One by one, each sentry picked away grains of sand and tiny bits of dirt from the broken, naked corpse. After we rested on a nearby hill, the corpse downwind so that we would not taste the smell of it. Every man remained on guard and vigilant. We even cursed each other to keep strong on watch. And time moved on, and the sun burned overhead, blazing heat upon us all. When suddenly, a vortex from the sky twisted down to the earth, raising up a storm of dust that blinded us to the earth and sky and stripped the shaking branches of their leaves. This chaos ended suddenly, as fast as it began. And as it cleared, we heard a plaintive moan. A plaintive moan. Moan! We then saw a figure standing by the body. We heard her howl of agony and lamentation. We heard her curse those who defiled the corpse. And then with handfuls of dry dust, we saw her dress the body. And then with handfuls of dry dust, we saw her dress the body. And then from an urn of bronze, we saw her pour water once, twice, and once more, a funeral libation to the dead. In a moment, we surrounded her. Unafraid, she turned to us, and when we challenged her, she did not deny her crime. In fact, she boasted of it. The moment filled me with sweetness and with pain! I do not take pleasure in the trouble of calling those for the friend, but I do not forget the danger I'm in. I must be safe from my own mind.
Don't look away from me. Look straight into my face now. Answer this man's charge.
All that he has said, I here confess. There is nothing he has said that I deny.
I acquit you of your charge of treason. You are free to go. Antigone! Did you not hear my edict that made your act a crime?
I heard your words, your edict, and your proclamation.
And you chose to violate the law.
Your law, not the sacred law. The gods that rule among the dead have issued no such proclamation. A man cannot erase the laws unwritten, cannot change the unchanging laws of heaven. Eternity is beyond bounds of time, beyond today or yesterday, beyond forever. God's laws are there before the word of man. Should I fear you more than I should fear God's? I know that I shall die. I was destined to end before your proclamation, to leave a world so filled with hate. The sooner death embraces me, the more I have to gain. I welcome death, without a tear or sorrow, but to leave the body of my mother's son, torn and rotting in the sand. That would cause true pain. You call me fool. You
In the face of danger, she has not learned submission.
She will learn. Today. Iron burned most fiercely in the furnace is the first to crack. The wildest horse is broken by the smallest bit. Those without power should not flaunt their pride. Pride to boast of their offense. Pride to break our laws and laugh at us. If I do not demand just punishment, you would be king. Not I. I am no man. She is the man if I do not demand just punishment. You are my sister's child, closer to me by blood than any. But you will die. You will not escape, nor will your sister. Bring his meaning to me. I saw her in the palace earlier, raving, driven mad by her own guilt. The guilty cannot hide their guilt. It is imprinted on the face. Your face convicts you. I hate your crime. But more than that, I hate the glory that you take in it.
Take me and kill me. What more do you want?
Me? Nothing. With that, I have everything.
Then kill me now. Why wait? Your words displease me. I thank the gods for that. But there's nothing I can do. My words displease you, and so you will take my life. But as I live, I will speak words of glory and of honor when I say to my brother, I have buried you. Speak, all you men. Make him hear the truth. Fear and terror lock their mouths in silence. You quickly learn the luxury of power. There's nothing a tyrant cannot do.
In all of these, none but you would call me tyrant.
Many share my thoughts but dare not speak.
And all of these is wrong and you are right. Have you no shame?
What shame is there to honor a dead brother?
Who went to his death destroying this country? The other one died defending it.
That may be. But Hades still desires equal rights for both.
A good man does not desire that what we give him to be the same as an evil man.
Who knows? In the world below, perhaps such actions are no crime.
A friend can never be an enemy. Even in death.
For my nature is to love.
If
And
you
not
must love,
hate.
go down to the dead. Love them. Let no one say that Creon was ruled by a woman. Not while I'm alive.
Death makes us all the same.
Look now. You see her sister. It's meaning. Grief has stained the shadows of her face. Her tears are for her sister.
You, serpent in my house. You and your sister conspired to usurp me of my power. Now is the time. Confess your part to crime or swear your innocence.
You will let me admit your share your guilt. I was accomplice and partner in the crime.
No! Justice must be pure. I begged, but she refused to help. I did the work alone.
But I am proud to stand by you.
No. The gods of death and those who dwell below know well I did the work alone.
Together we can bring honor to the dead.
My death alone will be enough. I asked you for help. You gave me empty words.
And when you are gone, what life is left of me?
Ask Creon. He's the one you care about.
Do you find strength in taunting me?
No. I feel only pain.
Then let me help. Tell me how to help.
Stay alive. Save yourself. Live your life. I do not envy it.
You are sick with madness, the both of you. You by choice, and you since birth.
Cruelty will drive the sane insane.
Why must you fight against me?
She She is my sister. I cannot live and see her die.
She is already dead. You are still alive.
She is betrothed to marry your own son.
There are other fields for him to plow.
The two of them are deeply bound in love.
A worthless wife for my good son.
Oh, sweet Haman, your father usurps your marriage rights.
Enough! No more from you. I have grown weary of your marriage talk. So you'll take his bride away from your only son? Death will take them. A union bound forever.
Is it your will to kill them both?
For you and me, the matter's closed. You, slaves, take them. From now on, they must act like women and have no liberty to wander about. Even bold men run when they see Hades coming to snatch their lives.
Go away without tasting evil. Have happy lives. For when the gods shake house to its foundation, then inevitable disaster strike, falling upon whole families.
Wave upon wave of affliction. Wave upon wave of affliction. Wave upon wave of affliction.
Shake the house.
Shake the house of Oedipus.
For now the lights which has been shining on the last roots of Oedipus's house are being cut down with a bloody knife belonging to the gods below, for foolish talk and frenzy in the soul.
Wave upon wave of affliction. Wave upon wave of affliction. Wave upon wave of affliction.
Shake the house.
Shake the house of Oedipus.
Power Zeus!
Zeus's power.
Nothing is stronger than sleep nor time. In the dazzling sky, high Olympus. This is the law. Greatness in man brings ruin. The gods tempt you to take the path of hope.
The path of hot fire.
Where evil seems good.
The gods are watching.
There is no escape.
The air we breathe is ruined.
Wave upon wave of affliction.
Shake the house!
Shake the house of Oedipus.
Look, here is Haman, last of Creon's sons. He grieves for the loss of his bride, Antigone.
No words. Do not speak of what you do not know. You are not oracles. If it is so, let Haman tell me so himself. Tell me, my son. Have you come here hating me for the edict I have proclaimed against your intended bride, or am I still your father?
Always still my father, and I am still your son. I am guided by wisdom and judgment. No marriage can outweigh the work of your good government.
My son. My most precious son. The child who disobeys his father's judgment is worthless, bringing his father endless scorn and trouble. You have learned obedience to your father's will, to honor my loyal friends, to avenge my enemies. A father with a son like you is blessed. My son, lust is not love. Do not get it too confused. The arms of the traitor in your bed will in time turn your passion cold. She is an enemy. An enemy is poison. Spit her out. She wants to find a husband? Let her find one down in hell. She broke the law. She alone. Should I now break that law? Should these now call me a liar? No. I caught her. She must now die. Let her sing prayers to Zeus of ancient laws unwritten. She breeds rebellion, and rebellion in my house will breed rebellion everywhere. My son, in the storm of battle, only one man can be trusted, and that is the man who values obedience. That man will die beside me if I order it, if I order it. My son, the curse of anarchy will breed destruction, bring ruin to our city, destroy our homes. There is no greater curse than the curse of anarchy. And the curse of anarchy is bred up to disobedience. My son, I must now defend the law. No man, no woman is above the law. If I must fall, a man will bring me down.
Let no one say that Creon gave his power to a woman.
Am I deceived by age?
Are my wits extinct?
My lord, we hear your words.
We know you speak good sense. We know you reason well.
Father, the gods have given us a gift, the gift of reason. I have no skill, no right, no need to say that you misjudge. But with good intentions, it might be said by others. Father, I am your son. I can listen to the world and hear its discontent. I am your ears, your eyes, to see the shadows of the common people, to hear their whispers in the dark, the words they dare not say for fear of retribution. They are terrified of you, to stand here face to face. But in every corner of the city, I hear these shadows speak. They grieve for this young girl and for her innocence. I hear their whispers in the dark.
Her brother died in battle.
She buried him.
To keep him whole against the hunger of wild dogs and birds of prey.
She buried him.
Creon should anoint you with a crown of gold,
Not summon her to death.
Father, you rejoice in my success, and I celebrate your glory. You're my father, and I am your son. I beg you now to reason. There's no man who always knows what's right. There is no man who always knows what's wrong. There is a kind of man that thinks that all great words of wisdom belong to him alone. Unwrap his mind, test him, break him open. You will find him empty, and make your white yield. Father, I beg you, give up your anger. Allow your heart to change. Though I am young, I know I speak sense. No one is born with perfect wisdom. To learn in life, you first must learn to listen.
What kind of man must make a boy to be his tutor?
The kind of man that judges words, not age.
I judge your words. They boast of treason.
Then you misjudge.
The disease of treason has infected her.
She is no traitor. Listen. The citizens of Thebes are not your field.
Am I now ruled by thieves?
If youth is folly, you've lost all signs of age. Listen to their voice.
I hear one voice. My voice. One voice now rules Thebes.
The city is not yours alone to rule.
The law demands that a king alone shall rule.
Then rule an empty island by yourself.
You fight now for a woman.
You are now a woman. I fight for you.
You defy your father.
I defy what is unjust in you, my father.
I defend kingsmanship and just law.
There is no defense when you betray God's law.
You are an accomplice in this woman's crime.
Dissent is not a crime. I plead for you and for myself, for the spirits of the dead.
She will be dead before you marry her.
She must die. She will not die alone.
You threaten me, son?
How can I threaten you? A sharp sword cannot cut a mind that's empty of all sense.
Careful. My will can cut you too.
You are mad. So I tell the world, were you not my father?
Am I still your father? You are this woman's slave.
The king can speak. Never learn to listen.
Enough! No words. You will pay for taunting me. Bring her out here. Her bridegroom waits for her, and here she shall stand to die. And we will let you watch.
I will never see her die! And I will never see your face again. Rage, great king, great crimes commit. Rage to your friends, slaves you must submit.
Let him go. Let him dream of power. He cannot save those two girls from their deaths.
You decided then? They must die?
You're right. Not both. His meanie's hands are sleeping.
What can you let down?
I shall lead her down the path toward his shadow. Hide her in the cavern of the rocks while still flying. I will do whatever body requires to make sure this city not go uncorrupted!
In the nest of desire.
and yet we weep. Here is Antigone. She walks the walk we all must take, but her destiny is now.
Look at me, my native citizens, as I go along my final journey. As I look upon the sun one last time, which I'll never see again. For Hades, who brings all people to their final sleep, leads me now, while I'm still living, down to the shores of Antigone. I've not yet had my bridal chant, nor has any wedding song been sung, for my marriage is to Antigone.
Surely you bring fame and praise as you move to the deep home of the dead.
You were not stricken by lethal disease, or pay your wages by a sword.
No, you were in charge of your own fate. So of all of the human beings, you alone make your way down to the still alive.
I've heard of a guest of ours, daughter of Tantalus from Phrygia. She went to an excruciating death in syphilis, there on the mountain peak. Stone there, just like clinging ivy wore her down. And now, so they say, the snow and rain never leave her there as she laments. Beneath her weeping eyes, her neck is wet with tears. God brings me to a final rest, which most resembles hers.
But Naomi was a goddess, born divine. And we are human beings, a race which dies.
But still, it's a fine thing for a woman to say that in life and death, that she shared the fate of a demigod.
Oh, so you're mocking me! Why do you all, my own city and the richest men of Thebes, insult me now? Right to my face, without even waiting for my death. Well, at least I have Dionysus Springs, the holy grounds of Thebes, a land of splendid chariots, to witness how no friend laments for me now as I move on. You see the laws which lead me now to my rock-bound prison, a tomb made just for me. Alas, in my wretchedness, I have no home. Not with human beings or corpses, not with the living or the dead.
You pushed your daring to the limit, my child, and tripped against justice's high altar. Perhaps your agonies are some compensation for your father.
Now there you touch on my most painful thought. My father's destiny, along with that hope fate which sticks to us, the splendid house of Labdacos, arising from a mother's marriage bed when she had sex with her own son, my father. From what kind of parents was I born? Their wretched daughter. I go to them unmarried, accursed, an outcast. Alas, too, for my brother, Polynices, who made a fatal marriage and then died, and with that death killed me while still alive.
To be piously devout shows reverence. The powerful men who in their persons incorporate authority cannot bear anyone to break their rules. You die because of your own selfish will.
Without lament, without a friend, and with no marriage song, I am being led in this miserable state. So wretched that I no longer have the right to look upon the sun, that sacred eye. And yet my fate prompts no tears, and no friend mourns.
Enough! If howls and moans could postpone death, men would wail forever. Lament, shed your tears, they cannot hear you. You're not fit to dwell amongst the living. Take her to her new home, the one beneath the earth. There let her live or die. It is her choice. Her fate is not in our hands, and we are free of guilt.
Then take me to my prison. My forever bridal bed of stone, the one beneath the earth. For there I'll find my flesh, my blood. The many of my house that Queen Persephone, goddess of the dead, has beckoned home. I am the last. My death is cruel, more cruel than all the rest. I die still young. And yet I hope. I hope to find my father there, and my mother waiting, and Antigone, my brother, the only wells, all three. At the three graves, I clean the three pale bodies with fire, earth, and water, with prayer and reverence. I did no more for Polynices, and yet for that love I now must die. Great Creon has repaid my love with death. What have I done? What sacred law have I defied? For Creon's law, I bow to it if a husband or a son had died. I'd let their bodies rot in the steaming dust, unburied and alone. Another husband could be found, and with that husband, another son. But I have no mother now. I have no father. How am I to bring another brother into this world? Can you now understand the choices I have made? I can now see what I will never see. No marriage bed, no passion, no motherhood, no children's love. Is this now the order of things? Is virtue now transgression? What is sacred? What is profane? Is there now no help from God or man? Is this the wisdom the gods too late have sent me? If I have sinned, the gods should make me suffer. But if this sin is yours, well then I pray for you. Great Creon. A punishment as rich and deep as mine.
She has not changed. Relentless anger still makes a tempest of her mind.
No more delay.
And now I hear that
You do. 2 words. No hope.
city of my house. At last, it is my time. At last, my time for death has come. You men so rich and great, look hard on me. The last heartbeat of the line of kings, the last of the house of Oedipus. Consider my fate and judge the kind of men who make your laws. And judge my crime. I suffer doing right. I die for reverence.
Not wealth, not war, not ships on great seas can deliver us from fate.
The story goes, Danae, with the seed of Zeus inside her, was imprisoned in a tower. She never saw the light, and she was royal, like you. The story goes, an angry king taunted Dionysus, denied his ecstasy.
The king was tamed by madness. He learned the power of God. And the king was royal, like you.
Cleopatra, who was born of the gods, was imprisoned by her king when he found a new woman to be his wife. The woman hated Cleopatra's silence, so she took a needle from a loom and stabbed out their eyes.
The bloody empty circles that once could see cried out for vengeance, but there was none.
Cleopatra ran with the frenzy of wild horses up a mountainside.
The boy sat on an empty beach and cried a sightless cry.
Cleopatra was caught by destiny. Her fate had captured her.
And she was royal, like you.
She was royal.
They were all like you. Cleopatra was like you. Cleopatra was like you. Royal
I wish to speak to those who would rule Thebes. This boy has led me. His eyes see for both of us. For to follow the right path, the blind must follow those that can still see. You have traveled far, Tiresias, to tell us what? You will hear me, but you must listen. I have always listened and been guided by you. And done well. I owe you much. Remember that. And listen, today you walk the razor's edge of fate. Such words from a man as wise as you would make a weak man tremble. Tell us everything you see. I will speak to you of divinations and seeing in the dark. In a grove, there sits an ancient chair surrounded day and night by swarms of birds. I sit in this chair and listen to their secrets. Today, I heard a scream. No, not a scream. It wasn't real. It was a new and foreign sound. A shriek, a cry, a call to hatred, a call to war. I could feel the birds, the frenzied beatings of their wings, their claws ripping flesh, their teeth dripping blood, piercing for the kill. I was afraid. The sacrificial altar, I rushed to make a blazing fire. Would I place my offering in the white-hot flame? It would not burn. Fire sputtered, meat oozed, fat and smoked. Bladders sucked in heated fumes and burst, spitting acid bile into the air. From thighs, the bubbling fattened meat slid into the embers, leaving bones. Unburned, bare, white. This boy looked at all the bones. He sees for me as I see for you. There were no signs that could be read. The rite of sacrifice had failed. Why has this sickness now infested Thebes? The cause is you. You are the cause. Our altars are polluted by the animals that feast on Polynices' unburied body. Frenzied birds, their gullets gorge in putrefying flesh, their songs choked with greasy carrion blood. The gods will not accept our prayers. The cause is you. You are the cause. Think, my son, no man is free from fault. The man of justice sees his mistake and changes his course before it is too late. Why stab a dead man twice? Why torment him now? Where is the courage in murdering the dead? Yield to the dead. Yield. For unyielding pride is fallen. My son, I wish you well. Seek your good. Speak from wisdom. I offer you release. You, old man, all of you, bend your bows, aim, shoot at me, go on, let me be your target. You fortune tellers buy and sell your divinations to those who pay the most. Who's paying you, old man? You cannot buy me. I will not sell Polynices' body for all the gold in India. Let eagles peck and tear and carry dripping plugs of flesh to garnish the throne of Zeus himself. What? What's the danger in that? You cannot stain the glory of the gods. But a man can fall far whenever he sells his prophecies for gold. Wisdom cannot be bought or sold. Stupidity, it seems, is given free. So you would make it seem. I will not descend to answer your abuse. It is I who must descend to answer your abuse. You are the first to call my vision lies. You sell your prophecies for gold. It is what you do. As tyrants reach for power, I am your king. Remember that. What city would you have left to rule without my wisdom? Your virtue is not as great as your skill. You are corrupt. Do not make me tell you everything I see. There are secrets that are better left unsaid. Say them. Or do you only work for money? Then listen! I will tell you what my blind eyes see. Before the sun can set and rise 3 times, death will pay for death. Your son, the one who still bears the warm red blood deep inside you, death, murder, will be paid. You have overturned the order of the gods. You have sealed the living soul beneath you, and while corpses lie on the ground, naked and unblessed, denied by your decree a covering of dust. That corpse of Polynices does not belong to you, nor the gods that rule the realm of light. You have robbed the spirits of the shadow world. You have shown them disrespect, and they will punish you! Energy spirits will rise from hell and descend from heaven and entangle you in an endless net of pain. Pain will pay for pain. Do I speak these words for gold? Is that what you believe? Where is the profit in my words to you? The bodies of those that died in last night's battle will be carried home. While these angry words of prayer will pierce their bodies and carry off an unblessed feast in their dripping, gaping mouths. Shreds of meat, the flesh of once proud sons, will drop like an undigested rain on every home and sacred altar. The smell of that pollution will make its way back to you. It is your crime. You are the source. You will be imprisoned in a chain of never-ending hate. My arrows are sharpened by my anger, but I am never wrong. You will feel pain. You will not escape! Boy! Take me to my home. Let the tired king search for a younger target. Perhaps you will wish for words more wise than which you spoke today.
My king, you've ordered the destruction soon to come to all, but most of all, you.
I know. I'm afraid. I fear I cannot yield, but what if I resist? The doom he sees for me is endless.
Hair that was once black has now turned white. In all that time, he has never been wrong.
I know, but I defend the law. No man, no woman is above the law. How can I rest my heart's desire?
Be warned, king. You walk the razor's edge of fate. One more mistake, and you will fall forever.
I know. I fear I do not have the strength to war with fate. Each of you, quick, tell me, what should I do?
Yield! Release Antigone from her mountain prison.
Yield!
Bury Polynices with the dead.
Yield!
Do it now.
Yield!
Your own hands.
Yield!
Before it is too late.
Yield!
Time is running out.
Yield!
Free her. Yes. Release her now, yes. I'll do it myself. Each of you, follow me with pickaxe and spades and free her from the mouth before it is too late. I have overturned myself, and since I have imprisoned her, I will tear away each stone with my own hands to make sure she is set free.
God of many names.
O Diakos, son of Cadmean Simile, O Lord of the Thunderer, guardian of the West, regent of Eleusis Plain, and the dragon field by rippling his Manos.
God of many names.
The flame of our origins flares on our hills. The nymphs of Iolcos dance at the spring of Castalia. From the vine-clothed mountain, come up, come in ivy. Eloy, Eloy, sings through the streets of Thebes.
God of many names.
Iolcos of Thebes, heavenly child of Simile, bride of the Thunderer, the shadow of flame is upon us. Come from the east, O God from Parnassos, down the long slope, across the lamenting waters.
Io, fire, chorister of the throbbing stars, O purest of the voices in the night, thou Son of God, blaze for us.
Come with choric rapture from circling maenads who cry, Io, Iake, God of many names.
citizens of Thebes, listen. All life is changed. Do not praise or blame a man too soon. In a moment fate can raise him up to glory or throw him down to ruin. There is no divination strong enough to see into tomorrow. Who here did not unveil Creon? Yesterday and an hour ago, he saved our cities. We crowned him king, all-powerful king, proud father of a noble son. Now, nothing. All is lost. All joy is lost. When happiness is gone, a man is not alive. He's a dead man breathing. Add up all your money and the extravagance of kinship. Then subtract from it all joy and happiness. What if worth remains? A life that is a shadow, of smoke.
What new sorrows do you bring us? To inflict more grief on this royal house? Tell us your news.
To death, the guilty one still lives.
Name the dead and the murderer now.
Haman is dead. Murdered by one whose blood is royal.
The blood of both are royal. Did Creon kill him? Or did Haman take his own life?
Haman held a sword. Creon gave him reason to use that sword against himself. Tiresias saw it all. He said it will be so. That is all I have to tell you. Now you must decide now what you will do.
Wait, look, Eurydice, wife of Creon, comes from the palace. Has she come hearing of her son's death? Or is she here by chance?
On my way to prayers, as I stood by the door and unlocked the bolt, I heard a voice speak of happiness. And then I fell, terror-drained to my senses. There is no happiness. Tell me everything. I want to know it all. I have no grief for he wants.
My noble queen, I was there. With my own eyes, I saw it all, and I will tell you everything. I will not comfort you. I will not shield you from the truth. The truth, though, heart is best. I followed Creon beyond the seventh gate to a plain above the hill. There
He found the body, Polynices' body.
What remained of the dogs are torn and shredded. First,
Creon prayed.
he
He
begged the angry God for mercy. Then he washed the flesh and bone, surrounded it with fresh cut branches, and burned it all. At last, with his own hands, he dug or made a soil and buried the smoldering ashes in a high mountain of earth. Then he turned away and quickly walked toward a mountain cave where Antigone, imprisoned,
destroyed. Go! Run! Tell the guards to tear away the stones and look inside and tell me that is not my Haman's voice!
The stones were lifted, and he looked deep into the darkness. There he saw Antigone hanging in the air. A noose of linen from her dress tied around her neck. Haman was embracing her, his arms around her waist, and he was calling to her, though she could not hear him. Her spirit walked among the dead. Haman cursed his father and pleaded for the rights of marriage that now will never be.
Creon
Made his way into the cave and fell crouching on his knees.
My son! My son, come out from there, my son! What are you doing? Have you gone mad? There is nothing inside that place for you but death!
Haman turned on him and stared, an unforgiving hatred in his eyes. And then, without a word, Haman spat in Creon's face, then drew a sword and lashed at him. Creon moved quickly to escape. Haman stopped and turned away. And then he slowly put the handle of his sword upon the ground, the point against his side. And then, without a word, he leaned his weight against the pointed blade and drove it deep to half its length into his body. With his last strength, Haman gently embraced Antigone, whispering words to her that I could not hear. And then there were no words. From his mouth came only flecks of blood that stained her white cheeks red. With Haman next to her, corpse embracing corpse, a marriage ripe at last in the sanctuary of the dead. This is a lesson to us all. Reckless pride will bring a man to ruin.
The queen is gone without a word.
She will not put her sorrow on display. She will murmur with dignity. Her silence is discretion.
I'm not so sure. There are times when frenzied wailing is less ominous than silence.
You're right. I'll follow her. Her heart is deep in pain. There may be dangers that her silence cannot tame.
Here comes the king in person, carrying in his arms. It's right to speak of this. A clear reminder that evils come not from some stranger, but from his own mistakes.
Cruel mistakes! Cruel mistakes made by a foolish mind. You see us here all in one family. The killer and the killed. Alas, my son, you died so young, a death before your time. foolishness but mine.
Alas, it seems you've learned to see what's right, but far too late.
I've learned it in my pain. Some god clutching a great weight has struck me, throwing me onto passive wilderness, casting underfoot what once brought me joy.
No, please,
So
no.
sad. So sad, the wretched agony of human life.
No. My lord, you come like one who stirs up evil. What you hold in your arms, and what you will see before too long, inside the house.
What's that? Is there something still more evil than all of this?
Your lord is dead. Blood mother of that corpse. Her wounds are very few.
No sacrifice can fix this. You! Bringer of this news, this agony, what are you saying? What news?
Look here. No longer is she concealed.
How miserable I feel to look upon this second terror. What's life got left? What's fate still got in store? I just held my own son in my arms, and now I see the second corpse. Alas, this miserable mother. Alas, my son.
Stabbed with a dagger, she let her darkening eyesight fell. Once she heard her son's unhappy plea, like the pain of my guardian who died some time ago, and then again for Haman, and then with her last breath. She fell down and will face against you, the killer of your sons.
What's that? How did she die so violently?
She killed herself. She stabbed her belly. Once.
Why won't someone now strike out at me? Pierce my heart with the double-bladed sword. How miserable I feel. How full of misery and pain.
Like this woman who lies dead. You stand charged with the death of both of your sons.
Alas, the guilt of all of this is mine. This cannot be passed down or shared with any mortal man. I and I alone, I murdered you. You, slaves, take me. Get me away from here. For now what I am in life is nothing.
What you advise is good. If good can come from all these evils. When we face such things, the less we say, the better.
come. Oh, let it come. The fairest of all destinies for me. Oh, let that day come so that I never live to see another dawn.
That's something for the times ahead. For now, we must deal with what confronts us here. What's yet to come is the concern of those whose task it is to deal with it.
In that prayer, I include everything I most desire.
Pray for nothing. There's no release for mortal human beings. Not for events which destiny has set.
Then take this foolish man away from here. I killed you, my son, without intending to, and you as well, my wife. How worthless I am. Everything I touch goes wrong. I don't know where to look for find support. And now fate climbs on my head with its overwhelming load.
The most
Important part of true success is wisdom.
Not to act impiously towards the gods, for votes, arrogant man
will bring great blows of punishment.
So in old age, men can discover wisdom.
Wanted